And I feel like whatever you watch the most, whatever you like think about the most, is what ultimately you'll want to do and want to copy. So I think YouTube is a reason I want to make films.
Give us that. Hey. Hey guys, and welcome to Media Lab episode, whatever it is. What is it, episode 3?
3 or 4.
Three or 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're on episode 3 of Media Lab, and we're here in the great outdoors. Now, I promise you guys, every episode is not going to be in a brand new location. We actually just found our new permanent location, which is going to be pretty cool for Media Lab, at least for the time being. But we are here at Creation Festival Northeast, which is a massive music festival that we are going to be doing press coverage for. Just like we did Comic-Con last episode, we're doing press coverage here. So we're doing photo, video, social. So what better place to film it than right here? And I'm Rob Mitchell. You guys can find me at Rob_Mitchell. And with me today I have...
Are you the fourth Rob Mitchell?
I am.
Okay.
I'm number 4. Yep. That's why I have the 4.
My name's Mia, and my Instagram handle is Mia Serena Vega.
I'm David, and my Instagram is David J. Gilchrist with an I.
Okay.
You can project more. Yeah, so who we've got here is we've got Mia. So Mia has been behind the scenes for every single episode. Every single episode, like literally. Yeah. Mia is our media coordinator, so she's handling everything you see that goes on our social. She's a huge part of that stuff. Everything on the YouTube channel, like optimizing things for views and tags and thumbnails, like that's all Mia. And then David is our production assistant, so a lot of what David does is like editing videos and shooting, and he's been behind the scenes on every Media Lab episode as well, but less on like the digital end and more on like the hardware and production end, and he's doing a great job.
David's so happy to be here, I can tell. He has nothing to say.
I don't know what to say.
I think, buddy, you gotta hold the mic up to your mouth.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And be louder for the mic.
You're on my mic. You're on my mic.
Sorry about that.
We have a very interesting dynamic, the three of us.
We do. So I think the funny thing about us is that like we end up working together a lot because these guys are like a part of our engagement department. So they do way more for Mitchell Media than they do for like clients. And I'm engagement director as well as the hundreds and hundreds of other things that I do for the company. That's like a big thing that I do is like work on our social and our YouTube videos. So it's like typically 3 days out of the week, it's us just working on stuff together. Yeah,
just the three of us, which is always lovely.
Sometimes we get stuff done. Sometimes we just end up talking.
Sometimes we just talk about weddings.
Yeah, we literally spent a whole day talking about our dream weddings.
Was I there?
Yes! You were there!
Oh,
you don't remember talking about that you wanted to have your, you wanted your ring bearer to be a MMA wrestler?
I do not remember saying that. I don't think anyone's ever said that.
That actually was you, Rob.
That was me, actually.
So I think you should explain what Creation is to people that probably don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah. So Creation is like, it's this huge music festival that happens in Mount Union, PA. So basically, it's like, it's a lot like Coachella, where it's like you've got like people who are camping out. It's going to start tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and it's going to last until Saturday or Saturday night? Saturday night, yes. Yeah. Saturday night. So it's like music, like concerts going on all throughout the whole festival. And it's fantastic. It's really fun. I've been like volunteering at Creation since 2016. Yeah.
And this is me and David and I's first time here. So we're really excited to be here.
I think it is David and I. You're right. Sorry.
David and I.
Yeah.
I corrected myself.
Yeah. So we're here. It's a big year.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna meet Andy Mineo.
Dude, you probably are, honestly.
Yeah.
So like David's gonna do a lot of stuff with like their press team, like being in the pit, taking photos of concerts, all that stuff.
I'm interviewing like all the bands and the performers. So like Andy Mineo, What Up RG, Elevation Worship, Hillsong Worship. I don't know if I'm gonna interview all of them, but like it's gonna be fun. It's
exciting.
Yeah, it is. Crazy. And then me and I are going to be doing a lot of social media stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, you excited about that? How are you feeling?
I am. I feel like social media is, I don't want to say one of my passions because I feel like that sounds so like basic.
No, it's not. It's okay.
Like Instagram is definitely my favorite platform, and I love working with Instagram. And just I feel like there's still a lot to learn, and you can always like constantly be creating. There's gonna be a lot of bug swiping. Just so you know.
Yeah, it's just the stuff in my ears. Sorry.
But I feel like on Instagram you can constantly be creating new stuff and like being as creative as you want, because like no one's gonna like judge you for like posting whatever you want on Instagram. It's literally like a free for all sort of.
I judge people all the time.
Okay, maybe not.
I don't listen. When people get on Instagram,
Rob disagrees with everything I say.
No, not
fine.
everything. But like, if someone's going on Instagram posting pictures of like hot dogs on a styrofoam plate,
but like you laugh at that.
If it's supposed to be funny, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
recycle.
Recycle.
You said styrofoam, and I got triggered.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
seriously.
We just did pet environment, and styrofoam's bad.
Do not use styrofoam. It is the worst plastic.
Pretty bad. Terrible for the environment.
It takes thousands of years to disintegrate.
I actually didn't even know that before we did that interview. So actually, fun thing again, David and Mia were a huge part of that pet environment video. If you guys saw that. Mia was the one who got us connected with Pet Environment.
Yep.
How were you connected with them?
Yeah, so last summer I was looking for summer jobs, literally just normal. And one of my friends actually reached out to me and said, hey, this like environmental nonprofit organization is looking for canvassers. I feel like you'd really like to do something like this. And I just love talking to people and I love interacting with people. So I went, I interviewed, I'm like, oh yeah, like I love these people because everyone was just super friendly and everybody cared about the environment. And I feel like our generation in general just cares a lot more about the environment than previous generations. Maybe I'm just saying that because I am in this generation.
I think that's true though, because I think the climate like dynamic that's like it's media really. It's like the fact that it can be communicated to so many people so much faster is what makes people care about it. Yeah. That's anything really, like any socio-political issue. It's all about like the straight advantage of mass media that anybody can get behind a camera, anybody can pull up a YouTube channel or whatever, and they can make whatever they want. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So I interviewed there, and basically I literally just knocked on people's doors, asked them to donate money to this campaign to ban styrofoam cups, plates in restaurants. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's like so cool to do something that's bigger than just you, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, Instagram.
yeah. I mean, yeah. So David, where does your passion come from for like wanting to produce content, like as a like filmmaker?
YouTubers. Sorry. I mean, I'm not sure when I started watching YouTube, but maybe like 8th grade, 9th grade. You know, middle school was like Disney Channel, you know.
Yeah.
Grew up with that. But then YouTube, like Casey Neistat, Gabriel Conti when he started making like his professional films.
Yeah.
Luke Corns. He was like a big like
girls
loved him. Yeah, he was like one of those, you know, that girls loved, but now he makes like cool like high quality films and stuff. So that's all like I spent my time doing. Like when I got home from school, I would just watch YouTube, and I feel like whatever you watch the most, whatever you like think about the most, is what ultimately you'll want to do and want to copy. So I think YouTube is a reason I want to make films, because I'm not like that big. Like I haven't seen Star Wars.
Same.
I haven't seen like any superhero movies. Like
literally.
And you guys come at my neck.
Well, he didn't watch Endgame without seeing the other movie. We're not going there. This is not a comic book episode. We're not a comic book channel. It's just like, you know, some of us are nerds, but sorry, go ahead. We cut you off. Yeah.
Sorry.
Haven't seen any comic book
Yeah,
movies,
so it's just weird that I want to make like films because I don't know, I've never seen like Casablanca or The Godfather yet.
But like films, do you mean like films like scripts and like cinematography, or do you mean more like about your personal life?
I think
YouTube is becoming more personal stuff rather than I'm gonna script this out. I'm gonna script this video. I'm gonna get a whole team together. It's more so like I'm just gonna create what I want to create. Does that make sense?
I think like movies in general is you kind of in a way, like even if you're writing a script, you're getting information from your life. So even if it's not like about you, it is about you, even if you don't know it. I guess I want to do both though. I want to make like just document like my life sometimes, document other people's lives with like pen environment, stuff like that, but also scripts, films, and try to do huge things like that.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
And I think that was one of the coolest things of why like I wanted to bring David and Mia onto the team, was because both of you guys have been running your own YouTube channels for the last, how many years have you been doing
Like
it?
and subscribe. I always loved YouTube, but I didn't start actually making my own videos until
My phone's ringing, I'm sorry.
it's all good. I didn't start making my own videos until last summer. And it started off more of just like a venting thing. Like I was just like, I need a vent. And then I just turned on my camera and I was like, what's up, guys? This is me. You know?
Yeah. And then David, when did you start yours? Because you've got two different things going on. You've got your YouTube channel, and you've also got the Vessel podcast, which you guys need to check out too, which is a pretty great podcast.
It is really good.
Well, the Vessel is like 2 or 3 months. We only have like 3 episodes because we have to find time. You know, Terrence just graduated high school. So that was just random. Like, I don't even know why we decided to do that, but my own YouTube, I have no idea. I don't even, like, I post and then I take it away because I don't like it.
I do the same thing.
I've done that before. I've been running like a YouTube channel. I started when I was
when you were a little
13.
baby.
Yeah, and I had the squeaky.
Bro, he had like
Vessel
thousands
voice.
of followers,
Yeah.
subscribers.
Yeah. And then I like got busy in high school. I wish I had kept up with it because it could have been like that could have been a living for me. But you know, ultimately I'm glad to be here. You know what I mean? So it's like it doesn't really matter.
Look where
and
you're
it's
at
like,
now.
Yeah, it gave me the experience to be able to like be a part of this. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm really thankful for that. Even if I did give up on it for a period of my life, which is hard because it's like, you know, and we all experience this as like content makers. It's really, really hard to like constantly produce stuff that's what actually reflects what, how you're feeling on the inside and what you want people to understand about you consistently.
Yeah.
Which is like what's so cool about podcasts is that you can make them very quickly and then you can edit them down and you can do different things with them, but it's never as much work as making a lifestyle vlog or like all that kind of stuff week after week, unless you like dedicate your whole time to doing it and you've got a really fast computer and a great camera where you don't have to worry about, you know, color grading everything.
Dude. Only like even filming videos on my iPhone on the 4K and getting, if it's like over a 10-minute video, getting it on my laptop is such a pain. That's honestly why I don't record videos sometimes, because just like I don't have the equipment to. But like that shouldn't be a reason.
No, I mean that's the same reason with me. It was like I got tired because I was doing gaming videos for so long. I got tired of doing that, and it was taking so much time. Like it was just, you know, I made a video in January saying that I was going to be making more videos. I haven't put another video on that channel because I'm putting so much into Mitchell Media. Yeah, it's hard. It's like you set yourself up in your mind with an expectation of what your quality level is, and you don't want to dip below that, but you're also constantly disappointing your viewers. Because I might have lost maybe 10 subscribers and gained 10. I think the last time I checked, honestly, I might have lost more subs. I have no idea. I'm going to find out at some point.
It is what it is.
It is. I don't really care. It's like maybe the smart thing would have been to take my Rob Mitchell, which used to be Gamagoon494 for anyone who doesn't know that. That's what my channel was. Maybe I should have taken that and converted that to Mitchell Media.
Yeah.
That might have been the right
instant
move.
Subscribers.
Exactly. It's just like I show it to clients and I'm like, check this out.
Over 1,000
subscribers and 20 views per episode. So it was like I didn't want to do that because I felt like it was cheating. But you know, I don't know.
I feel like a lot of YouTubers have a lot of subscribers and no views,
but also it's also a matter of literally just constantly putting content out. Because like if you're not putting content out every single week or even more than that, like no one's going to be interested in what you have to say. I feel like people, in order for you to get like that audience, you have to like build it by constantly putting stuff out, if that makes sense, because people are like looking forward to you putting out content,
and we're even trying
and
to
they're also like able to like follow that story too, if that makes sense,
from like you coming up as like humble beginnings to the top. It's
right.
Like, and that's like the same thing we're working through as we're working out our strategy for content for Mitchell Media. It's like, what do we need to do more of? What do we need to do less of? What's the easiest on-ramp for people to become a part of the channel? Like, will it be through the podcast? Will it be through a short clip? Because we've been slicing up our podcast into tiny little clips, but we haven't gotten around to posting them yet. We're going to put up one from episode 1 soon. It's in the schedule. We just worked through that. But it's like, you know, it's tough. It's a lot of work, you know, and it's a huge investment for something that you're not going to make money off of immediately.
Sure.
You know, so like that's hard, but it's like, if you're a business, it's always worth it because you'll get more clients, and like paying, you know, whatever the price is to make one episode of a YouTube video that gets chopped into more content for social media is nothing compared to how much you can make off of a client if you're in the right business.
Mhm.
If you're a restaurant, you probably don't need a podcast.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I mean, that would be pretty cool.
it would be cool. I would love to watch something with like chefs. Like
Yeah.
catering is a higher, you know, an industry where it's like you can make money back faster because it's like catering events makes good money, but like social media marketing and content marketing for restaurants, it doesn't do the same impact because it's like, you know.
I mean, I don't follow any restaurants.
Exactly, right. So it's like, unless they make really fun stuff.
I feel like I'd be hungry all the time.
Right. And it's like a whole thing. It's like, unless they're showing you how to cook stuff.
Right. Like the tasty videos. I love those.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that might not be a bad idea for a restaurant. It's like, we'll show you how to make it, but if you don't want to make it yourself, just come in here with your lazy butt. That's how they get me in.
I feel like just like kind of like building on what we were just talking about. I feel like another thing too when you're a content maker, like you need to like find the purpose and the reason behind why you're making content in the first place. Because like if you don't have like what am I trying to do? Like what goal am I trying to accomplish? You know, whether it be to like inspire others or gaming, like you know what I mean? Like you want that purpose behind it. Because if you don't have that purpose, then it's just I feel like it's just like very surface level.
It's true, yeah. Like there's a vision that needs to be communicated.
Yeah.
Like and like, how do you feel like you're doing that with your stuff, David? Like when it comes to Vessel, like what's the vision that you guys put behind that?
Honestly, since it is new and since we kind of just started doing it, like the purpose is to just talk about like anything from a Christian perspective. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I don't know what our goal is, just to get better at making podcasts.
Yeah, and that's fine too. I feel like there's a point where it's like you got to make something. So it's like if you can sit down and make something, then make it, you know?
Yeah, because there are other things I'm working on, so the podcast is just kind of something so that I continue creating and continue putting stuff out. But yeah, the goal is just to talk about whatever from a Christian perspective and try to, I guess, be unbiased and take what Scripture says, not our opinions. But yeah, I got a lot of feedback from that just on Instagram. We've talked about it, and like other people just on Instagram tell me that they love it and they want to like continue it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know that's something I need to continue doing.
And that's like a really important thing too, is like if you don't have like a direct vision, then you need a direct audience. And it's like by knowing that like, you know, you're talking about like your faith and like what you believe in your podcast, like that is targeting the audience who wants to hear that. And once you're young people talking about that. So it's like that in a sense is your vision, is to be able to communicate, you know, your perspective on things to a specific audience.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, it may not have the same, like, you know, focused vision, but it's like...
Yeah, we're not really talking to older people. I mean, I think in every episode we have roasted
Imagine
old
like a 45-year-old mom watching Vessel.
Yeah. It's not made for that. Yeah, I mean, it's fine if you do, but I don't think, it's definitely not put out for them, for moms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just dropped my wallet on the ground.
I think it's cool that like our generation, like we're all like inspiring each other. Like we're all like kind of like leading each other. If you guys agree, I don't know.
No,
but, like,
I totally do.
Like if you think about like all the influencers that we follow, they're sort of around our age, and I think it's cool that we're just able to like build each other up and learn from each other. More importantly, but yeah.
Yeah. So let's pivot over. That was great. I love that. Let's talk about concerts and stuff, because I want to like talk about that a little bit since we're here. Like we're at Creation Festival. Yeah. You know, there's right now we're here. It's Tuesday and not a lot of people are here. So it's like it's pretty serene. It's pretty empty. We're in the middle of the woods. We tried to set up where you guys could actually see them constructing the stage, but the lighting really wasn't that good, and there was people driving by and there was noise. So we figured we'd come out to somewhere a little bit more serene. But like, yeah, like David, are you like a big concert attender? Like what makes like concerts appealing to you?
I haven't been to many concerts. I've been to like less than 5, I think.
What was your first concert?
I love hearing this.
Wait, what was it?
I think it was the Jonas Brothers. I'm just kidding.
I almost had heart palpitations.
No, it was Justin Bieber. No.
Okay.
It was Toby Mac.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's awesome. Now.
It was Toby Mac and Andy Mineo. Like a few years ago, maybe like 3 or 4, when The Saints was out. That was the only song I knew by Andy Mineo, and now like he's the best.
He is like legit, like I'll give him. I'd put him like he's like my top 3 favorite rappers. Like I really love his stuff. Like my favorite song from him right now is probably like what would it be like? I don't know. I love all of his stuff. His new album is so good. Like The Sword and the Arrow or the 2 EPs, they're so good. I really like Clarity. I like Clarity. I like Family Photo. Shame is really good, but he's so lyrical now. Like it's like he's constantly improved his game to where like not only like, and I think that's a big part of like artists is like you want to follow them from the music they make, album art, and like the creative visuals along with music videos are a part of it. But like I'm seeing a lot of artists pivot now into podcasting. Because then you get to hear more of their thought behind how they make music. Because it used to be the biggest deal in the world, like when Justin Bieber had his movie, which was like, like the documentary of him, of like his journey. It's like you can do that in a podcast now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
and like people love to hear like the intimate, personal details about your life. And like even when I listen to bands, like I love like learning about bands, like and just like their whole process of writing songs and like because you don't get to like learn that unless you sit down and listen to stuff like that.
Yeah. What was your first concert, man?
I think my first concert was I've been to way too many concerts. Actually, you can never go to way too many concerts, but so there's a radio station in Philly called Radio 104.5 and they hold free concerts every summer. So they're called summer block parties. I actually just went to one.
I was gonna go.
Yeah. And then he said it was too far, but whatever. But I went to like the very first summer block party, and it was of Monsters and Men.
Oh,
Neon
nice,
Trees.
Nice. Oh, wow.
And
which year was this? 2013.
This was 2011.
11. Wow.
I was a freshman in high school.
What the?
Yeah.
I was 11.
We
well, you were born in 2000, so
yeah.
6th grade.
Yeah, it was awesome. And so now these summer block parties, since they're free, they've completely blown up. And now you have to like download a ticket. But before, back in my days, you didn't have to download a ticket.
Yeah, I remember going into those. Yeah. Back in high school.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
I love going to concerts.
What makes a concert like? If there's 2 different concerts going on the same day, what makes one stand out more than the other if you don't know either of the artists?
Yo, I literally just went to 2 concerts in one day.
Yeah, so it's like, but like, what makes you go? Like, when you see, like, what is it about, like, seeing the ad online? Like what stands out to you when you see something on Instagram or Facebook?
So actually, most of the times that I find out through ads on Instagram about concerts is the bands themselves. So I'm sure they have a whole team where like they like create the media and like the ads or whatever. But usually the like bands, and I follow a lot of bands, and Instagram knows that obviously. And I'll constantly get like ads on my stories of like, hey, we're gonna be in Philly on this date, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go. So
yeah, so it's like you don't even need to see like a visual or anything, but like, what if it was a band you'd never heard of, like, and you just got their ad randomly?
I don't think I would go through the process of checking them out. Yeah. Unless they like looked like a band I would like, if that makes sense.
So it's like if they had like good creative and then like you got some snippets of some songs, then like would you maybe like go check out Spotify? And then...
Yeah, and also Spotify does a thing where they have tour dates, which I love, of like the artists you follow and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What artists have you not seen in concert yet that you want to see?
That's a really good question. Beyonce comes to my mind first. Like that's like not even like what I usually listen to, but I would love to see Beyonce. She's a queen. As far as bands goes, dude, I've literally seen so many bands because of summer block parties. Because like at the summer block parties, they have like multiple bands performing. I guess Hippocampus is one of them.
Hippocampus?
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of that.
They're really
Isn't
good.
that a bone?
Isn't that a part of the human body?
Brain or something?
I don't know.
Never mind.
I don't know the bones. Sorry.
No, I don't know about that.
They're just like an indie band. Yeah.
I really want to see...
I would love to see Maroon 5.
I would go see Maroon 5. Yeah, they've got some bangers.
Yeah.
Jonas
Brothers.
Brothers.
I would see 21 Pilots.
They're good. They're awesome live.
I really want to see Coldplay. I wanted to see Coldplay do Ghost Stories. That's like one of my favorite albums by them. Yeah. And I really, really wanted to see that live, but I never got a chance.
Concerts are amazing because you will never go to a concert and not have a good time.
Yeah.
Unless the music is terrible. But like that has never happened to me. Like, even when you go to see live music at, like, a venue that's, like, low-key, you enjoy it because, like, you don't really get to experience that often.
Right.
Unless you're, like, in a band.
And I think, like, a big part of it, too, is, like, being there with your friends. Where it's like, I was ready to go to that concert with you. I didn't know who the heck it was. I was just like, yeah, I'll go. Like,
and you would have liked
it. Yeah, and I would have enjoyed it because it's like when you're there with people that you know, and I think that more concerts and performers should take this into, like, perspective when it comes to strategy and creative is, like, find ways to encourage people to invite friends. So that if you have one friend in a circle of 3 who listens to Hippocampus,
Hippocampus, get it right.
One person's listening to Hippocampus, and they're like, yo, I love this band. They're so amazing. They're coming to Philly. And then it's like, you know, I mean, do a deal where it's like, you know, you invite 2 friends, and then it's like they get their tickets cheaper. So then you don't have to go to a concert by yourself.
That's great.
Because I'm trying to remember I didn't go to Coldplay because I didn't want to go by myself.
Yeah, I don't think really that's the one thing. I don't think I would ever go to a concert by myself.
Never. All the concerts I've been to, I went with somebody else.
Yeah.
I've never, ever. My first concert was, oh my first concert was, oh my god.
Yes. Smooth.
Yes. My first concert was Nat King Cole. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't born. No, my first concert was either Echo Smith or Boys Like Girls.
Boys Like Girls.
I'm not like super proud of that either of those was my first concert because I don't know. It's very like I like their music is good, but I was very into that like indie sound in high school, and it's not really my thing anymore.
That is not indie.
Oh no, pop sound. Sorry, like that pop that thinks they're indie.
Yes.
That's
correct.
That's exactly what it was.
That is
yeah,
spot on.
That's what my friends listen to. That's what I was into. I like I don't know. Not like hyper reflective of me. I wish my first concert was like something I could go back and be like, yeah, and that was my favorite artist. Like, you know what I mean?
Wait, I have a question. Do you guys think that when you play an instrument or you have any musical talent, you enjoy music more?
I think. I don't know, David. What do you think?
No, I can't sing. I wish I could sing.
Me too.
I want to learn play the piano. I keep saying that, but I will. Hopefully.
It's not hard. It's not hard.
Yeah, everyone knows how to play. It's like
it's not hard.
I can't sing, but I still love singing.
Mm-hmm.
Like alone in my room.
Can we just talk?
Can we just talk?
Yeah, I don't. It might even, for some people, it might make music negative in a way, because like everyone might be like, yo, sing for us, and they'll get tired of it. Like I feel like artists get tired of singing sometimes because it's their job and they do it all the time. And
that's true.
But like from the perspective of a consumer, like I think that for me as someone who does not sing and does not play instruments, I do like music more because it's like magic to me. Because it's like, since I don't know, I can't do it myself. It's magical when someone else can do it, and it's even more magical when someone can take their feelings that are similar to my feelings and put it into a song.
It is.
I love that because I can't do it.
Yeah. And then when you're a musician, like for me personally, like you guys heard me in the car on the way here.
3-hour drive.
On the way here, like any song, that I like knew, I'd like, because I'm literally thinking about the music and like the notes that they're playing, and like that I appreciate like the actual instruments more than like the lyrics itself.
Do you play guitar?
I play piano.
Okay.
And I used to play percussion in high school.
I never touched it. I played a harmonica.
I played drums when I was 7.
I used to play
Everybody always says that.
Wait.
Do you play an instrument? I used to play flute when I was like 6.
That's what I was going to say. I had the flute, John. Recorder.
Yeah. Recorder. That doesn't count. Everyone did recorder. The whole class.
Yo,
and everyone sounded terrible. Your ears would just bleed through that whole class because everyone's like, it just sounded terrible. It's the worst. Good. Oh, you sounded good?
No, that sounded pretty good.
Oh, that sounded good?
From your mouth, yeah.
I died.
My elementary school didn't have... We had music class, but, like, it was a charter school, so we didn't have, like, instruments. But get this. This is, like... I don't know if I should say this. This is, like... So the person that, like,
Just don't say what your school is, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I won't. It's a really, really small school, so, like, no one will know it. But, like, the person who runs all of, like, the different sections or locations of my school was embezzling money.
Oh,
so that's why we never had instruments.
Dang, so what'd y'all do when you were like in band practice sitting there like...
In music class, we literally, like, the teacher would play piano and we would sing. And we learned how to read music. So I guess that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know
but we didn't play.
Do you know how to read music?
No. No.
It's a good skill to have.
Yeah. I mean, if I want to learn piano.
You got to.
Yeah.
So, to wrap it all up, if you guys could have any job in like the music production, music area, field, whatever, what would you guys want to be?
Like any instrument, or what do you mean by that?
Literally,
Like in the industry.
Just in the industry.
In the music industry.
If you
Yeah.
could do anything, yeah.
Okay. You go first. I gotta think.
I know what your answer is already. I think I know what you would want to do.
Say.
I don't want to influence your answer.
No, I don't know.
I feel like you would be like a great music video producer.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, 'cause we shot a music video together once.
Yeah.
Can you imagine doing that all the time?
I held the equipment for that, but
Well, yeah, you were behind the scenes, and yeah, it was like one of the first things.
Chris wants me to help him with some music videos.
I think you would do great because you're a storyteller, and then you also enjoy creative and graphics and doing like weird things with colors and all that cinematography.
Yeah.
I think you would be amazing at that.
Yeah,
Do it, bro.
I think that'd probably be what. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to answer for you, but I don't know.
How about you, Rob?
I would love to be like, honestly, kind of in the same thing. Like, I would love to do social media for like artists, like just like producing content and like shooting, like just being like a creative director in a sense, where it's like you give me a song, I come up with ideas for music video, I come up with ideas for like lyric videos, and like, you know, I mean, just all the content that gets made. Like, I'd love to like kind of be in the same place as David, where it's like just shooting stuff and creating content, and you know, figuring out how to do like basically everything that I would do for a company, but for a musician, and like scale it as big as possible so that you have unlimited content from that artist. That's what I would love to do. Yeah.
Should I say my answer?
Yes.
I honestly would love to like play keys in a band, but like, cause I just doing anything on tour, I would absolutely love. But like to be in like a duo kind of thing would be awesome. But I can't sing, so.
You don't have to sing to be in a duo.
Yeah, I could just do keys, I guess.
You could be like, oh shoot, I can't think of what I'm thinking of. Penn and Teller.
Yeah, because
It's not a band.
I don't even know what that is.
It's not a band. It's a comedy duo, and the
Um,
one dude doesn't talk. But anyway, Teller doesn't talk. But anyway.
Yeah, like I genuinely enjoy performing, and if not that, then like just like a band manager, so I can be on tour and I can be traveling all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hear live music 24/7. That'd be like my dream.
You and An should get together and do something like that. How is
We're the
An?
same.
We need to get on a podcast. She's going to be in the next episode. Well, not next episode, but the one after that. It's just like timing has been hard to work out. But it's like, I think y'all two, the three of us should do something. We'll figure it out.
We'll explode together.
Yeah, we'll go. But yeah, so that's the end of the podcast. Thank you guys very much for watching. Once again, I'm Rob.
I'm Mia.
I'm David.
Make sure to check out the stuff that these guys are doing on their YouTube channels. Mia, what's your channel?
It's just my name, Mia Vega.
The Vessel Podcast, all undercase.
And if you guys want to subscribe to my entirely inactive YouTube channel, Robert Mitchell. There's a bunch of us out there. It's kind of hard to find because I renamed it, but yeah.
And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, you should definitely do so. Leave a like if you like the video.
Yes, we put out podcasts like this twice a month. So every other video is a podcast. So we have different stuff that comes out in between time, whether it's like informational stuff or oddities or interviews. We're always talking marketing and branding and promoting and advertising and stuff like that, from the perspective of like millennials who grew up in media, like social media and YouTube and all that kind of fun stuff, or millennials and Gen X.
We're not millennials.
I know, we're all Gen X technically.
But
You look at me.
yeah,
That's all.
yes, that's it.
Zoom in on that.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. Leave a comment and tell us, like, if you could see any performer live, who would it, like, only one. Like, you only see one more performer for the rest of your life. Who is it?
Ooh.
Comment that down below.
That's a good question. Bye,
And we'll see you guys next time. Peace!